Hey everyone, I'm doing an announcement video for the next alternate future series based off of your votes from the last video. And I estimated in this video that there'd be 5 of you out of the 300 left due to, it being about 3 years. But I overestimated it a little as we only got 3 responses. But the good news is that those 3 people get the biggest voice, I guess. And we're just going to look at what they voted for. And the next time I do these votes, I'm going to maybe make it, I'm going to make, like this will be, I'll show you this, but I won't show the responses. But in this case, since there's so few, I'll show the responses. And if you're worried about how anonymous you are, I won't show, well, I can't show your Gmail or anything like that. This is completely anonymous, so no one's going to know who wrote what. And just looking at the responses, we got a 3-way split between the whole world, India, and North America. And for seriousness, it's about an average of like 2.5, as we got a 4, 3, and a 1. Someone wants the series to be pretty crazy, and someone wants it to be a little more serious. So I think I'm just going to go mid-ground for this series. And you're probably wondering, what am I going to pick if we're going to do the whole world, North America, or India? And before we get to that, I'm going to show some of the responses. And here they are. And it's a bit hard to see like which response is separate and which are together because Google Polls doesn't separate them that clearly. So I'm going to do individual responses so I can see who wrote what. And the person who voted for India wanted a crazy and dumb series, and they both said yes. So, because they just want India, I guess. And the next person, they voted for the whole world. They want it to be on the more serious side. And here's what they wrote. They wanted a series where America and Russia, because of North Korea, started a nuclear war and the whole world would be destroyed. But not really. But the people must go to bunkers and make something too much radiation so they can't colonize. And Switzerland will be the same on the map because they're peaceful, so they'd be the same. And thanks and sorry, they're from Czech/Bohemia. So first thing I want to address is no need to worry about being from Czech or Bohemia because for your English because you're already better than. Let me check this. 3 divided by 335 equals 332 divided by 335. You're already better than 99% of my subscribers because they didn't even vote. You're better than 99% of my subscribers in English, not in general, just better in English because you actually voted. So don't worry. You're pretty top tier, man, with your English. And America and Russia, based off all the responses I get, you haven't seen them all, I'm probably going to do a series of the whole world. The very end of the video will be my official announcement of what it'll be. And I like this whole nuclear apocalypse kind of thing going on. And I like the idea of like some land being inhospitable. Someone can't colonize it. It's just screwed forever or a long time. And we're going to move on to the next response. And the next response was for the next series to take place in North America. And they're pretty neutral about how serious it should be, which is why I'm going to go the more neutral route. And for what they specifically want is they also want a nuclear war to break out. And they want, I guess, the sea levels to rise because some parts of the world would be below the ocean. And Greenland, and for some reason Ireland, would be flung over to North America by nuclear wind. And Greenland's already, like, part of North America, so I don't really need to move it. And because I'm going to do a neutral kind of seriousness, continental drift, or like just this really fast movement of landmass such as Ireland is kind of crazy. So I'm not going to move Ireland. But maybe I could do something like Irish settlers move over to the Americas due to just nuclear wasteland in Ireland, maybe. And those were all the responses, and I want to thank all of you for responding. It does mean a lot to me, because, you know, if no one responded, then I'd get full pick, and I wouldn't know what you guys would really want, at least the three of you. And some good news is that since I rebooted the channel, we did gain one subscriber. It was 334, but now it's 335, so hopefully we'll get a fourth response. We'll get 4 responses the next time I ask for your vote on anything. And I guess now it's time to decide what we're officially going to do. So I got my notepad out here, and I'm thinking we're going to do, the place it's going to be in, it's going to be the whole world. And the time frame for this, it's going to be post-apocalyptic. I hope I spelled that right. So the whole world is going to be post-apocalyptic. And the whole world is going to be a little different. If I'm going to do some research on this, but if like, you know, all those nukes going off cause the world to like overheat and make like the water levels rise, then the world's also going to look different because I'll raise the water level. And that could be pretty interesting. And for the guy who voted on India, because like this official announcement we're going to do, it's not specific to India, but maybe I'll give India somewhat of a bigger focus in this new series. So yeah, India's probably going to have a bigger role in this, thanks to your vote, Mr. India guy. And other two guys, it's going to be the whole world, it's going to be post-apocalyptic, and I might do Irish settlers in North America, maybe. Probably. And that's it for this video. I hope you like my final answer of what I'm gonna be doing for the next series, and thanks for your responses.